Yeah, hello, precious one. You're welcome once again to our broadcast. Um, Today we want to talk about the wedding night. Many Christians, get married and they are not sure of what to do during the first night of their wedding. And usually the first night is what begins the honeymoon. And so couples are lost. They move and then they don't know what to do. But there is a way to make it exciting. There is a way to go about things to ensure that you have a memorable day right after your wedding. And usually, we will recommend that couples spend their first night together in a place where there is maximum privacy, something like a hotel or a place that you don't have any interferences from friends and family, to want to disturb you, because the first night is very critical, that you would really want to have a good experience with your partner after marriage. Now, the first night is very, very important because you do not have another chance to relive your first experiences. And in life, most new things are marked in a grand way, in a special way. So you don't want to take chances at all. Your first night, you should be able to make your first night a very memorable one, because you're not going to have a second first night again after marriage. And moreover, many challenges lie ahead after marriage. Anytime you get married, I tell couple that you must be ready to go and face the odds right after marriage. Several challenges will face you. In fact, some will take the form of finances, some will take the form of childbirth, some will be family problems. A whole lot of challenges lie ahead of you after the marriage, and so you want to be sure that you create a very memorable experience, a very, very memorable experience during your first night, so that at least you will have a never to be forgotten landmark that you can look back to with joy. Okay, so that at least you'll find a way to encourage yourself when those difficult times show up. Now, what you also do on the first night is also very important, because you also want to please yourself. At least it is the first time that you want to please yourself and your spouse, most especially because you have spent a lot of money on people, trying to make others enjoy themselves during your wedding. But now it is time for you yourself to enjoy yourself after the wedding. So it's a good time to treat yourself right, and to give yourself some relaxing moments that you can really remember. So now quickly, let's move to what are some of the things to do on your first night. The first one is that couples should remember to bring along some lubricant. Okay, enjoyable. You need to carry along some lubricant to, okay, especially when your partner is new, especially the lady, when the lady is new and have not had sex before, or it's been a very long time that they have had sex, in order to make your sexual life to make it more easier and more friendly to want to have an affair. And then also, the bridegroom should not be in a rush to undress his bride. Don't be in a rush to undress your bride. It's like, oh, if now the thing we have paid for it, everything is fine. So, Charlie, remove your dress and then let's do the thing. No, it shouldn't be like that. Take your time to undress her. Your bride may be uncomfortable if you suddenly and hurriedly expose her body and see her nakedness. Okay, they might just flare up. Okay, so you want to take your time and do it right. And again, the bridegroom should also relax. Okay, you should relax your bride. Okay, by doing other social things. Okay, social things like having dinner, like chatting, like saying nice things to her and going for a walk. Okay, these things are meant to relax your bride and to make sure that you get the best out of her. So upon arrival from the walk or from the dinner, the couple should start embracing. Okay, you start kissing and you start some fondling. Okay, the husband may start undressing the bride, or the two of you can also undress each other. So as this one is removing this one, the other one is also removing the other one. Okay, you do it slowly and gently. Okay, say only positive things and avoid negative remarks. Okay, negative remarks like, I didn't know you were so fat, or I didn't know that you were so your breast is too big, your breast is too small. Avoid those negative remarks, okay, because they will spoil the moment for you. They will spoil the moment for you. And then the light should also be turned off to reduce shyness and tension, because usually that is the first time that you are meeting your spouse, and then you don't know how it's going to be, and so you don't know how shy each partner might be. Okay, so you want to put up the light so that at least all of you, for the first time at least, will have the opportunity to express yourself when you want to. And for the men who usually get married to virgins, you need to understand that for the first night, you might not be able to really have complete sex, especially when you get married to a virgin. Because usually it is very difficult for the first time that a woman is having sex. It is a very painful experience sometimes, and so have it at the back of your mind that you might not be satisfied entirely during your first night. Okay, so in that case, you are relaxed and then you know that there is something to expect. At least give yourself the first time. Let it be like you're sacrificing your night, okay, to well position your spouse to be able to enjoy your marriage together. Okay, so go with that mindset that it is possible that I might not enjoy it entirely, so that at least you give your spouse enough time to get along with the sex. So the man should apply a generous amount of the lubricant that you brought along, at least on your erected penis, and whilst she also does same on her vagina. Okay, or both of you might do it concurrently. Okay, then the man should try to slowly penetrate, and she should use her hand to guide. She should use her hand to guide the penis right into the vagina. Usually when they take over like that, they are able to direct it in a position that will make them comfortable. So allow her to guide the penis with her hand. Okay, and the man too should try to push gently when you are entering into the vagina. Do it gently. You are not rushing. You are not doing any competition with anybody. So take your time and do it gently. Okay. Now the bridegroom should also relax if there is too much difficulty and tension. When there is too much difficulty and tension, relax. The groom, the bride, you should all relax. Okay, and then say encouraging words to each other. Okay, if the penetration too is not possible, if it is painful, the woman should console herself that the pain gets less and less with subsequent sexual intercourse. It is not always going to be painful, so you encourage yourself that it is only the first time I might experience some pain, okay, but as time goes on, it is not always going to be painful, and so you console yourself with that. And when penetration is also possible, there may be a little bleeding in the vagina, okay, especially when you have married a virgin. You might see some bleeding in the vagina, as the hymen, we call the hymen. It's a thin piece of skin that covers the vagina entrance. Okay, anytime it is broken, you see some blood. So when you see blood, you don't have to get worried. Okay, so these are some of the few things that I feel like I could share to guide those who are having their first night after their wedding. It's a nice experience. Make it lovable, relax yourself, and make sure that all of you will enjoy each other, and subsequently you are well energized to move ahead this journey of marriage. God bless you.